Hi, my name's John T. Wright. I am the Son of God. And you know what? It's a privilege to be here. It's nice to be able to do some videos like I did last night, but I didn't do very good on the, well, I don't know, the titles and stuff. They seem to be lacking or a little bit more to a punch. Well, I'm not using my voice activation on it, so it's got a little bit lacking there. But, hey, I'm over here. You can see by the trees in the background. I live in the country now. MTM, mountaintop music, my time music. I'll tell you what, it's nice up here. I've talked to one person since I've been here in the last, I don't know, second day, I guess. But I'm setting up my place up here. I've had it for a while. I was up here once before. And now I'm going to be up here staying more often. I'm just tired of living in town, or staying in town, I should say. And I like rolling around. I'm going to get my motorhome all set up so I can rock and roll around. I come and go as I please. I live up here in the hills, and I'm going to go hunting. I'm going to go get my deer license. I think I'll get my elk license. Maybe I'll go kill an elk for these guys around here that need some meat. I had a guy said something to me, I live on the river road, and he said his name's Juan, same as mine, but, in Mexican it's Juan. He says, I wave at you all the time, I honk at you and stuff out, where I'm at. And I said, well, I just stay out there, and I said, I have a place up there on the hill, off the river, off the river road. So, he's like, oh, now he gets the idea. I said, Jesus, I just go down there and I just stay on the fucking flat. While I have power and stuff, I use my solar power. I don't want to run a generator and cause goddamn friction between people, because that's the fucking problem. Causing friction between people is the major problem. Somebody running their saw just because they think you're having peace of mind. They want to go out there and cause a commotion because it's silent over their house, or they want to break the silence or something. Weirdly enough, they'll go force themselves to do something to cause you to notice them. Oh, and then they might be wearing a little red shirt too. Well, a lot of things have happened in town. We have the switching of the bathrooms. We have and the switching of the bathrooms. The women on the right, the men on the left. In some places, the men are on the right, the women are on the left. At both Walmarts in Vancouver, on 4th Plain, east and west. On west, it's correct. East, it's wrong. And the Chinese woman said, I said, why did they do that? And she says, I said, why did they do that while we were on lockdown? And boy, I tell you, it caught her off guard, me saying like that. And she says, because women are always right. And I said, no. I said, welcome to America. Women, ladies first. It was just like I said to a really nice lady I know from the coffee shop. And she comes walking up, and she's behind me. I could easily just walk in and just snub her. But God damn it, I fucking know better. And I even said it to her. I know better. It's ladies first. And it's ladies first where I come from. And by the way, that means just that right at the bathroom. Ladies first. And listen up when I goddamn tell you something. When it's ladies first, you see, you fucking put them in the right hand spot, somebody, and they don't feel right. And matter of fact, I walked into that bathroom and I used the left hand side, and it made me goddamn feel weird, especially knowing the difference between right and wrong. I'll goddamn tell ya, somebody's gonna fucking pay for that, for deliberately doing that and mesmerizing people. Right now there's a coast to coast in the United States thing where you can go get help because of all the goddamn problems and stuff and the way people are just mixed up. You know, a person could be transgender, but a person don't need to fucking deliberately go out and goddamn screw everything up just to fucking appease a few. You know, it's just appeasing a goddamn few. And it's like, you know, you should have a women's bathroom, you should have a men's bathroom, and then you should have a goddamn third bathroom called an indifference bathroom. And that there's the same bathroom that these little red Republicans want to say that they're indifferent. Or they want to say they're conservative. Conservative is just that. You know, when there was people down there trying to rip off a fence down at the steamboat landing, and I stopped that from happening. You know, there was a little red Republican fucking weirdo that comes around. You know, I did a video. I pulled in and I said, hey, are you going to do my Vovo next? You know, a joke. He says, I'm going to call the cops. And I said, good. You know, by the time I parked my vehicle, he decided to get the fuck out of there. Oh, and then I found him. Then I found him again at Main Street Marijuana in Vancouver, East Vancouver. And I seen him. You know, he doesn't want to come back to the park over that I'll call the cops crap. You fucking little cop callers. You know, and I stepped right up in front of him and I said, hi, my name's John T. Wright. Boy, you should have seen the look on his face. Do you think he walked in that goddamn store? He fucking made an about face and he got the fuck out of there. And by the way, he's never been back to the park ever goddamn again. And isn't that fun? Now look, there was him. There was the people that was in the van. Oh, the other day, I goddamn tell you, this is psychic. This one guy, he has this cab over camper. And, you know, he's been fucking parking close to me. Oh, he recently he started parking close to me. He's a Republican. He's a little Trump weirdo. And they'll park in an indifferent area than everyone else, like they're goddamn special. And this piece of goddamn shit truck and this piece of shit cab over is just a goddamn sight. But he fucking parks right there. You know, he fucking parked in my goddamn eyesight. And I just held up my goddamn finger because if he parks in front of my goddamn vehicle where I could see him, I'll fucking flip the motherfucker off. So he parks over there where it's back, like across kitty corner, so I can't see him from where I'm sitting in my motorhome, like over there. You know, hey, but he's not parking goddamn right there because I'll go out and fucking tell him to move his goddamn vehicle. Matter of fact, I don't like these people fucking parking near me because what? They want to look like they're good, possibly like me. I don't want these goddamn people around me. Why? They fucking act out. They act out towards people. And I fucking witnessed it. This here guy was the same guy that was parked right there near somebody that filmed me. They goddamn filmed me and I fucking flipped them right goddamn off. And I went over to the Starbucks in the morning and I said, you know, there's a son of a bitch over there. And I told them right where they were goddamn parked. And I said, why don't you goddamn go over there because I'm about ready to go fucking over there anyway. I said, they fucking filmed me. They got me on their goddamn camera for fucking coming over there. And I told them, I said, I came in there to fucking park. And they physically fucking blocked the fucking area with their fucking bodies, and I pushed them out of the fucking way with my goddamn vehicle. I will fucking park in a goddamn parking area, and if somebody thinks they're gonna fucking stand there and block the goddamn area because they're having a fucking picnic, they could get goddamn fucked because I'm a goddamn taxpayer. I'm a fucking licensed vehicle driver. I've got full coverage insurance, and I don't need no goddamn shit from some goddamn punk. Matter of fact, after I fucking voiced my goddamn opinion, that motherfucker don't even park around town no more. I seen him parked someplace. His fucking vehicles, he had the vehicle so stuffed full of shit that you couldn't even see outside the goddamn fucking windows. Blocked. Well, if somebody got in a goddamn wreck with that motherfucker, he don't even have goddamn insurance, and he don't even have the fucking vision opened up so you can legally drive it. And that's one of the things that I told the law officer. I said their vehicles don't even have the fucking way to look at the goddamn vehicles, but he's filming me and my goddamn motorhome that I keep clean. It may not be goddamn new, but I do fucking clean my goddamn vehicle, and I do keep it goddamn clean. So anyway, you are what you are. And you know what? If you goddamn can't fucking park in a fucking normal spot where you're fucking not sitting like you're fucking hiding and doing something, that's called being evasive. A cop will come and see you if you're being evasive. But if you're fucking just parked right there like you goddamn own the spot, which I do, because for one, I'm the Holy Father's son, why the fuck should I be goddamn embarrassed of anything? By the way, I couldn't give a fuck what happens to people I don't goddamn love. I couldn't give a fuck. But the people that I do love, that know me and, talk to me as a normal goddamn person, I adore you. You don't have to go out of your way to fucking please me, because you already have. Just by treating me goddamn like a fucking person. Thank you. I goddamn thank everybody that ever helped me. But anybody that ever goddamn fucking threw a goddamn wrench into my fucking system, beware, the fucking wrenches have just been thrown into your goddamn lives like I could throw a fucking monkey wrench into a fucking jet airplane and watch it goddamn crash and not even leave the sky. I know when the Lord came, hey, I was there at Armageddon. The Malaysian airliner that disappeared, that marks the fucking date. It happened right then. I seen the stuff. Oh, by the way, Susan Jane Donahoe, she lived through it. She goddamn just, this house is evil, this house is evil. She don't even want to talk what happened in that house. Well, shit, she told me that she was a witch and a whore, and you're worth something to me. She told me at one point, you're from hell, and I'm sending you back where you belong. Hey, God will use good for evil on that one, but I know what I goddamn lived through. She went to jail for months, Susan Jane Donahoe, right around 14/8 of 2014, January 5th, March 8th, right there. I think that was the date when the Malaysian airliner disappeared. But I tell you, Susan Jane Donahoe went to jail. I'm just telling the truth. I tell Susan, you know what? You fess up and you live up to what you fucking did. Why don't you sit down and write a goddamn book? Because I'm probably going to sit back and say, yep, that did happen. Hey, she sat there, she knows, upstairs. She said that she was a witch or something like this, and I said, God loves you, God loves you, and I was holding her wrist like this, and then all of a sudden I'm screaming, I'm God, I'm God. I'm like fucking just screaming at her, and it's uncontrollable. I'm telling the truth. She fucking runs out of the fucking house, causes a scene. I go out the window, I jump out off the house, and I land right next to her. I don't even think she knows where the fuck I came from, but except, bam, I was there. I think I even scared the fuck out of her. I figured she goddamn knew I fucking came off the roof of the fucking house, but I'll bet you she she never seen me, because the woman's blind almost today. She's got an eyesight thing and a hearing thing. Jesus, to talk to her, it's like you could be probably misconstrued of having a goddamn argument with her because she can't hear. She's got some hearing aids, she's got some goddamn problems and stuff, and she's got some residual effects of what happened in 2014. And I do tell you, she is a person that's actually part of the Bible. She lived through it. God will use abused people, and I know that she was abused. I know that her family was, and I know what her background is, and some of it isn't very good. Other than she is a good person and she's a sweet person that got caught up in things. It's like the Kelly story. The woman that slipped through the cracks said I was going to do the Kelly story. And that was prior to meeting Susan Donahoe and Barbara Donahoe, and then Barbara Donahoe, she kept calling me up saying, well, are you going to take my room or not? I just took the room sight unseen. I went over there and pretty much, took the room. And at 1007th Street. And, Susan says, after I walked down and I left the house and I went to that church, she says things changed. Goddamn right things changed. I was in that church. I walked from the house. Susan was there. I walked. I got ready to go to church, and I tell you, there's goddamn things that was going on. And Susan should just live up to them and goddamn write her part of the book, because if I say it, everything, but if she just does it fresh, it's the best thing, because I could fill in the goddamn blanks, and that's what's fun about that. Now, people might think I'm just rambling on here, but I'm talking about, the second coming of the Lord. I thought I was the Antichrist. I goddamn tell you, I was so cursed, up to the point where on that video I got caught. It got caught on video. It happened. I spun the wheel. It's all of a sudden God just takes over. It's like being possessed. It's like this. Have you ever watched the movie Carrie? Where Carrie, she's at their prom, and all of a sudden somebody pours goddamn fucking something on her, and all of a sudden slam, all the goddamn doors close. Well, it's similar to that when I get fucking twisted up like fucking bees. Like the events that happened just recently. I went to the coffee shop. I went to Safeways. I had that thing with the mini storage had words with them and stuff, and I heard lightning struck down at the mini storage that very same day, the day that all this stuff fucking goddamn happened. And I was talking to you just a few minutes ago about the woman that was walking to the coffee shop that I said, I know better, and I opened up the door for her, and I said, ladies first and all that. Well, she was right there, and I was in the coffee shop with her. And goddamn, this thing was just going on, and she was right there. And I looked at her, and I said, I can't do this today. I goddamn knew this was bad, what was going on with me. And I excused myself from that very woman. Had I opened up the door and I said, ladies first, I know better. And I goddamn knew better. And I think she knew what I was talking about too, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if it dawned on her that day that I left there was a storm that goddamn happened, and lightning struck, and people ran off the docks and stuff. There's no way to candy coat shit. I always said I'm not going to candy coat stuff, and why should I candy coat stuff? Okay, will it appease you if I tell you it never goddamn happened? Hey, I just assume leave the people in Camas, everyone, go out here, live alone, and live with my ethics that it did happen. A key did fall out of into my lap. I've told you the truth about Donald Trump and stuff and everything that's been going on in the past. I've picked 4 out of 4 lottery numbers in the Washington State Match 4 for $10,000, and I split it with Ernie Toback. And also on 2 different occasions, I picked 5 out of 6 lottery numbers and won multiple thousands of dollars, which I also split with Ernie Toback. And also, all the way along the line, I kept telling Ernie, I was telling Ernie things and stuff, so he would know when they came true, just like the Lord would be saying, I'm telling you these things because when they come true, you'll know that they're true because I done told you, similar to that which you have seen in the Bible. So anyway, my name's John T. Wright. I'm wishing you a great day. I don't think I did very well last night, but I think I could do better. Now that I'm getting settled down, I got my motor home. I'm getting it all cleaned out. I'm taking everything up there. I'm going to put a raceway up there, an indoor raceway. I'm going to have my outdoor raceway, just like I had in my other motor home. And outdoor raceway, I'm going to have golf. I've got a place over there. I've got my Outback cook place. It has stainless steel. There's a gas barbecue there. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to make it look good. I might even paint the table that's there. I'm going to make it look good. You'll probably see it on the next YouTube. It's shaping up. I've got some privacy fencing I'm going to be putting up. I'm looking towards doing some big things. I'm setting up a little place where I can go elk hunting, deer hunting right here. Jeez. My brother Jim, he's more than welcome to come down there and go deer hunting. He took me deer hunting when I was a kid up on Storm King. And he's like, well, if only the snow line would go. And he's with me, and boy, did the snow line just come right down to where me and him was. He tells me, I'm pulling for it. Right there's deer. There's deer right there. We lead right up to these deers. I'm pretty good at finding deers and stuff. And matter of fact, I could walk up to deers, almost touch deers and stuff, lay down. Oh, there's a dog here. God damn, that dog just yesterday, jeez. For 3 fucking hours when I got here. I finally fucking lost it. I picked up this thing and I just picked it up. It's the thing that slides into my hitch receiver that I could put my gold trommel on. I picked it up, just boom, fucking threw it 3 times on the ground. That dog finally shut the fuck up. I goddamn fucking broke that fucking dog. He started doing it today, and because the master was there, he happed on the back of my foot. I fucking went off on that goddamn dog. The only reason why he's doing it is because the master was there. I fucking come off on that goddamn dog. I said, just because he's here doesn't mean you're going to get away with it. Goddamn talking to it like it's a little goddamn Republican dog. That fucker was an abused dog, and it come from a goddamn Republican fucking place. These people are goddamn abusive. These are Republican bastards. And there's a whole bunch of people around me that has Trump signs and stuff. And one guy said, we got guns up there good. We got guns up there good. I love it. Hey, you know what? The fucking snow's going to get real deep. This guy, I told him, I said, hey, you know what? I'm the kind of guy that come by if I give you half a fucking elk when you're fucking starving. When the fucking weather's so goddamn bad, my 4-wheel drive. How do you like me now? I'm a real fucking goddamn bastard guy. These guys go out and shoot guns all they want. They can't even goddamn get an elk. They can't even fucking get deer. Well, they could probably get a deer. Deer is easy. They probably couldn't kill an elk, but they wouldn't know how. Well, they could, maybe. Anyway, my name's John T. Wright. You know what? I'm fucking here. It's just like life's a fucking vacation. I just love it now. It's nice. So you guys seen the trees in the background stuff. I'm just giving you an update. Everything's well. I hope to be singing better. I hope to have everything better, and I hope to be running on the wind. Hey, I'll be around, and let's see you again. Talk to you later. Bye.